Hi everyone, welcome back to the Pentagon challenge. We won the league, and things have not gone well in the Champions League since I last saw you. But to be fair though, it's not really gone well for anyone else in the group apart from Real Madrid. I think if we can get, I reckon if we can get 4 or 5 points from our last 3 games, so one win and at least one draw, I think we could have a chance of at least getting Europa League. But yeah, let's see what's been going on. Yeah, everyone, for today's episode, we're going to be purely focusing on the Champions League, and that's because obviously I was going to bring it back for the Falkenbergs game, but we actually had the league wrapped up by the time after we beat Helsingborgs because Hammarby lost in the penultimate matchday weekend, which gave us the title. So even though we only managed to draw against Falkenbergs with Civic missing a penalty, which would have made it 2-0, didn't matter because we'd already won the league. Now, in terms of Champions League, yeah, we lost 3-0 away from home to Real Madrid, 3 first-half goals. Like, Madrid led by an inspired Neymar, 35 years old as well, fair play to him, absolutely smashing it. When we went to Wolfsburg, and I have to be honest with you, we were incredibly unlucky. We were dominating the game. We started with the more conservative 4-3-3, but as the game was progressing, we thought, you know what, let's try going with with our sort of 4-2-3-1 to see if we can nick something here. And I personally think we were really unlucky. I think we were robbed. It might be a match engine issue, but I'll show you now exactly what I mean. So the goal for Wolfsburg came in the 72nd minute, and then it was actually initially flagged for offside, and it went to VAR. So let's see what happens. Let's have a look at it. Is it Baku who plays the ball? Let's see. Because when they put the lines down, it looked like he was offside. Why? I want this. Oh no, he was onside. Okay, ignore me. He was onside. It was just when they put the lines down for VAR, it was acting like it basically had like a red line. I basically had the lines which made it look like he was offside. But yeah, this was where Wolfsburg scored from, and yeah, 1-0 it finished. But the group is very, very finely poised, to be honest with you. So we are only 4th on a head-to-head. And I think now at home to Wolfsburg, I really think there's a chance we could win it. And yeah, as you can see, Man City in second are only a point clear. Real Madrid are 4 points clear. Now, what we're going to do today, everyone, is because we missed the Falkenbergs game, we're actually just going to play all the last 3 Champions League games. So we're going to have Wolfsburg and Madrid at home, followed by City away. And that's going to take us through till potentially the end of this season, depending on what happens. And yeah, we are going to go with the slightly more conservative tactic for this. Oh, hang on. I'm sure Stosic is... Yeah, he is right-footed. Yeah, I did have it in my head that he was. We're going to go with this today to start with, because we were quite comfortable with it when we played them. Oh, Chilufya. Oh, actually, I'm going to know where's Bermancevic. That's fine. And Calon is going to be inside forward on attack. And you know what? We're going to go with Parrott because Pinamonti's been a little bit out of form and Parrott has been in form. Oh yeah, we've confirmed the signing of Marco Kana. He is joining. I think we go with Demir over Murfeld and we'll put him as an attacking advanced playmaker. Who else is knackered? Yeah, Calon is tired. We have got Chilufya on the bench who can come on and do a job for us, definitely. I think we'll play Iago Lopez. Civic isn't fully fit. Who else is there that we could play? Egan Riley could probably do a job if needed for Pontus Larson. And yeah, Glenn Bales, not Bile, Bilge. I don't know. He's potentially leaving. Oh, Chisaka. Yeah, I like him. In fact, because Capet is tired, so we're going to start Shoska over him. Chisaka, sorry, over him. Adam Anderson. Okay, let's put Civic in for Tara, I think. I think that's what we're going to do. I think this is what we're going to do, everyone, and hope that we can get the result here. Yeah, fingers crossed. So yeah, I did personally feel, like I said, that we were really unlucky to not actually get a result in Wolfsburg. Maybe we should have just, you know, been a bit more sensible and gone for the draw. But I felt like a win was there to be had, to be honest with you. And if Real Madrid can do us a favour and beat Man City, great. That would be brilliant. Oh yeah, need to change that back out. I'm not a fan of this one. I do sometimes quite like the data analyst, but I usually prefer director or TV. Usually, I think that's what I usually go for. I like TV because you can zoom in and out, which you can't always do with director. Right. Oh no, is this why I don't like TV? Because the way it pans around. I can't remember. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see, everyone. I'm waffling. Getting distracted by what's really important, which is the game. And trying to get a result regardless of whether it's 1-0. Whatever. I'll take a 1-0 own goal. Yago Lopez. Troy Parrott. Yes! Troy Parrott makes it 1-0. It's a lovely, lovely ball, lovely bit of football. Stosic carries on making the run, feeds it back to Yago Lopez, first time cross into the back post, and Troy Parrott nods it past Ilan Meslier, make it 1-0. That is just what the doctor ordered, everyone. Just what we wanted, and Troy Parrott justifying his inclusion as well. That will put us into second. Wow. That's away. Well, it wasn't away, but it went over. We did actually manage to arrange some friendlies as well, everyone. We were saying last time we couldn't get any sorted, but I think that was just it's too far in advance. So we're playing like the likes of Al Ahly and other sort of like relatively decent teams who are in their off season. And we're playing like a couple of Mexican teams as well, maybe. I basically just picked like large reputation teams just to try and keep everyone on like top of the game before we play the big boys. Adam Anderson feeds a lovely pass to Yago Lopez. Is he... He's just playing as a regular wing back. I think I'll stick him as an inverted wing back on support for a little bit and see if that... Because sometimes he seems to play quite well in that role. He seems to generally play better in that role than he does as a wing back. Is this group about to get blown wide open? Look at that, 7-7 and 6. Right. So we brought on Chilufya, everyone, for Callum, because Callum was tired. Chilufya, even though he's not fully match fit, will give us a real injection of pace down that right wing, and you can hopefully fire some crosses in for Troy Parrott or get on the end of some through balls. That's a great tackle from Adam Anderson, but Wout makes it 1-1. Real Madrid have equalised. That does us nicely. Right, we need to make some subs, everyone, and I think we'll bring on Civic for Adam Anderson. And who's going to be the last change? We might not make it just yet. Yeah, we won't make it just yet. Probably be Murfeld. I'll probably bring Murfeld on for Emre Demir. Who's going to take this? Bemancevic. Oh man, that was so close. I mean, that looked like it could have easily been over the line. Emre. Nearly what a save that was. So I don't know how to keep Emre in for those sort of deliveries and that set piece proficiency. And do we take off the goal scorer, Troy Parrott, and bring on Pinamonti? No, we're going to bring on Murfeld. a win here would be massive, absolutely massive. It's Civic. It's Civic. Civic, just wide. We are dangerous from these set pieces, everyone. We are so dangerous. Can we? No, not with a cross like that. Not with a cross like that from the corner. Too close to the keeper. That should be... don't like that. Don't really like that. Don't like that. Don't like that. That was so lucky. He really should have scored that. So everyone, we won a lot of friendlies quite nicely. We beat Al Ahly, Monterrey and Tigres quite comfortably as well, thankfully. And one player who's really in form in those games was Pinamonti. So he is starting. He is wanted. He's attracting quite a bit of interest from some big teams around Europe. As is Chilufya. Chilufya does not want to sign a new contract, even though he's got 12 months left to go, and we would like to tie him down. So we may well let him go. Yaya Kalon has also wanted Stosic and Eldar Civic as well. We have been fending off interest in Civic for a while, but I'm hopeful that we'll be able to find a good replacement for him come the next window, because he's decent, but he is potentially, just sort of maybe just dropping past his peak slightly. So we might look to replace him. Someone else who's wanted is Jens Steger. He's not fit enough in the team. He's just coming back from an injury. Who's he wanted by? Again, a few big teams, relatively big teams. So, yeah, he may well go. Now, this is the team we're going with for the Madrid game. Lopez, Alvarez, Chisocca again. I think we're going to go with him. No, let's go with Capet. Civic, Stosic, Emre, Egan Riley in for Steger, and then Kalon, Chilufya in behind Pinamonti. Now, Man City literally just beat Wolfsburg 1-0 in the 89th minute or something like that. So if we can somehow get some sort of result, even if it's just a draw here today at home to Real Madrid, it will do us no end of good. Okay. Do us no end of good in our hunt for getting through into the next, into some sort of European football for the next calendar year, 2028. Obviously, the dream would be to try and get into, if we, I think getting into the next round of the Champions League is obviously going to be difficult in a group like this. But if we can even at least get, Europa League, that'd be fantastic. That'd be really, really fantastic. Obviously, we smashed Man City at home. And they do seem to be struggling in this competition, just sort of nicking the odd little result here and there. They've got 2 wins against Wolfsburg, 1-0 wins, and both of them drew both games with Real Madrid, and obviously they lost to us. So, who knows? There's a chance. I'd like to think there's a chance we could certainly nick something at the Etihad. And who has just let Federico Valverde just run through completely and utterly unchecked? He's not being tightly marked, but I wouldn't have thought we'd need to. He's literally just waltzed through the team. That's Egan Riley, and the whole defender's just got drawn across. That's disgraceful. Tell you what, those certainly a downside better than when we were in Madrid. Second half is underway. Can we at least nick a draw, everyone? Can we get a draw? A draw would be huge. Absolutely huge. Emre is struggling. We may well take him off in a bit. Unless he can sort of show his magic. Oh, well, he's just showed it there. He's definitely onside. I refuse to believe he's offside. Yes! And was it Emre? It was Emre with the pass showing his magic. And it's 1-1. Lovely play. Lovely, lovely play. Chilufya not having a great game. So you're going to come off for Bermancevic. And let's bring on Parrot for Pinamonti. And let's bring on Merfelt for Emre Demir. I mean, I'm reluctant to do too much because I would have happily taken 1-1. Well, everyone, that's sickening. I mean, I've got 2 weeks before we play Man City in the next stage, next game round. I would like to think Wolfsburg might do the job. Real Madrid might do the job against Wolfsburg, meaning if we can just get a draw against City, we will go into the Europa League, which is still better than nothing, isn't it, everyone? Still better than nothing. Right, everyone, it's the big one now. It's the final game of our Champions League group against Man City. Obviously, can't get through to the next round of the Champions League, but can we at least get into the Europa League? The squad is kind of probably what you would expect it to be, if I'm being honest. A couple of subtle changes that we brought in: Uatara over Alvarez Perez. Anderson is starting at right back, and then it's Steger, Stosic, and Demir in the midfield with Callum, Pinamonti, and Chilufya up top. I think that's kind of our best bet, really. Away at Man City, hoping that Wolfsburg lose to Real Madrid, and hopefully we can get at least a point here to take us into the Europa League. Hopefully, everyone. Obviously, we did incredibly well in the first group game against Man City, where obviously we won 4-0 at home. So we're looking for more of the same against the Man City team with Erling Haaland, João Felix, Sterling, Kulusevski. And Sterling makes it 1-0. Lovely finish. And I think I saw that they've also got Vinicius Jr. as well. That was a lovely goal from Raheem Sterling, though. Adam Anderson fires it over. Now we should, for some reason we are not sat with a standard line, which we should have been. Oh, Erling Haaland hits the inside of the post. That was lucky. So it looked like we're trying stuff and giving it a go anyway. Oh, that's lovely football. Lovely football. Come on, you've got to do something with it. That's a terrible layback by Chilufya. Really quite poor. Stosic wins it though. Pinamonti, Emery. Oh, Pinamonti wins it. Just unable to get hold of it properly. Oh, Sterling plays a great ball through for Haaland, who smashes it in to make it 2-0. Oh. Bruh. Bro. Come on. You gotta do a little bit better than that. Callon's having a poor game. This. Oh, wow, that was very well cut out. That's awful. He did so well and then plays a really terrible attempt at a pass. That's a great touch from Haaland. And that's a good save from Diawara, and the defending is brilliant at the back. For the most part, anyway. We've got Steger playing as a halfback, just trying to sort of sit in and provide a little bit, another option for passing, and also another body at the back to help defend. Who's injured? Demir. Okay, I mean, it's kind of an easy change. We just bring Murphy on. We actually did try to buy Demir, but his contract demands were too much. His wage demands were too much for what we could give him. So he was going back to Fenerbahce. Carlon, I'm going to have to take him off at half time. He's having a shocker. Really, really poor game out there for him. That's a great ball. And he makes it 3-0. And that's the game over. And Real Madrid are winning, but it's not going to be enough because our head-to-head against Wolfsburg isn't good enough. Real Madrid getting revenge. Man City, sorry, getting revenge here against us after we humiliated them in Sweden. We did take Calon off, and looks like we're going to have to take Pinamonti off as well. What are you doing, Capet? Why are you trying that from there? What's annoying as well is that we'll have to go through that same Champions League knockout stage of playing like 8 games or something ridiculous before we even get to the groups. Oh, and Steger's going to get sent off. You moron. I told you to ease off tackles as well. Don't really see the point in changing much, to be honest with you. Really don't see the point in changing much. Great block. Capet is having a terrible game. Oh, I've made all my subs. Yeah, I've made all my subs. Never mind. Heyo. Music was a bit too lively and fast-paced for such a terrible game. I do actually think he was offside, but I'm sure Zealand will be able to tell you that if it's going to be allowed or not. And it was allowed, and it's 4-0, and it's a hat-trick for Haaland, I think. Oh no. Second goal. I don't care about going defensive. Like, what have we got to lose? We're already 4-0 down. I'm convinced he was off. He must have been off. No, 5-0. 5-0 to Man City with our 10 men. Great tackle from Anderson. Some really quite poor performances though from a lot of players. Like, most players have barely sort of broken 6.4. Great tackle. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. Murphy with a great tackle, but basically puts it on a plate for Haaland, and he just... Ugh. Humiliation. So everyone, the season ends. We go again next season. When we come back, we'll have the Svenska Cupen games, and we'll look to defend our Allsvenskan title while going through the mammoth qualification process that is to get to the Champions League group stage. I hope you enjoyed the episode, everyone. I think this has been a really decent season for us, to be honest with you. Got a really good job, which is getting us a bit more recognition on the grand stage, and yeah, getting some Champions League football, which is really, really nice. So yeah, I'm gonna have a big transfer window, I think, trying to strengthen this team. I've already got a few deals sorted. I've got 2 new keepers coming in. Hopefully, this is a youth academy poaching job, this guy. And then we've got this defender coming in as well. And hopefully we're going to get this guy in as well. Fernando Oliveira from Argentina. I think he's at Lanús. With a bit of luck, he'll join, because we've got quite a bit of interest in a lot of our players. Chilufya, Merfeld, Stosic, Alvarez Perez, Ouattara are all wanted. Yaya Carlon is wanted. Pinamonte is wanted. Steger's wanted. Yeah, quite a few players wanted. So we may have a slightly thinner squad next time we see you. But obviously we're going to try and fill this with Swedish players to try and bump up that homegrown quota. All right, everyone, take care. I will see you next time. Bye.